Hello everybody and welcome to Monday Night Raw. I'm Michael Cole and I'm alongside Corey Graves. And tonight, Corey, tonight is going to be a night of epic action. Absolutely high stakes main event tonight. The Bloodline, Roman and the Usos meet the Vision in a main event. Breaker, Reed and Nathan Frazier in our main event of Monday Night Raw. Huge six-man tag team action to really surprise the audience here tonight. And also, Kairi Sane will take on Mandy Rose for the Women's World title. Kairi will defend the title here tonight. And also we got a big major surprise. The new AAA Mixed Tag Champs from Friday Night SmackDown. Skip Jocko and Cassie Lewis are here tonight. And they will meet Chelsea Green and Ethan Page for the gold. Chelsea and Ethan made the challenge on Friday, and the champs will be here to defend the gold here tonight. This and a whole lot more to come here on Monday Night Raw. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your anger, I know your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome CM Punk. It's clobbering time! Well, CM Punk is here. He and Cody Rhodes are going to collide in the main event tonight. Not tonight, but they are going to collide at the King and Queen of the Ring PLE. They are going to collide in the finals to determine who will become King of the Ring of Season 12. Absolutely, the winner will receive a championship match against their branch champion, Punk, the only representative of SmackDown. Had to go through tough challenges of Rusev and Kenny Omega to get to this spot. CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. You know, it's been a while since I've said it because I haven't been on Mondays for a while. But damn, does it feel good to be alive on a Monday night or what? At the King and Queen of the Ring, I will fight Cody Rhodes for the honor to become the King of the Ring. And Cody, I have much respect for you. I have much respect for you, but I need this victory. I need to beat Cody Rhodes and become the King, so then that way I can go to SummerSlam and get my shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Adrenaline in my soul, every thought I force control. Through it all, they can't come over, see. Crowd is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. And the kind of lights go out for more. Wow. The American Nightmare making his presence felt here for CM Punk. Well, both of these guys are very prideful, and both of these guys want to become king. But only one can win the crown. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. CM Punk. CM Punk. CM Punk. Punk. The feeling is mutual. You know, I have respect for you too. Came back after 10 years and finally made your way back to the WWE. I know you've heard this story many times, but it is fact. And I mean, hell, you were one of the longest running general managers in Universe Mode history. I wonder how many people forgot that. I mean, I was a pretty good GM, I will say myself. But Punk, while I respect your tenacity on wanting you to become king, but I need to win this. You say you need to win this. I also need to win this. For what reason, Cody? What reason do you need to win this tournament? To get another chance to finish your story? Look, no disrespect to you, man, but you had your moment. You've had your moment in the spotlight. You've had your time in the sun. It's time for somebody else to finally get that shot. You're willing to fight your best friend, Randy Orton? Oh, for that title? Look, me and Randy, we've talked about it. And Randy has said he'd be more than happy to face me when that time came. He wasn't going to hold back. If he was willing to face me for the championship, then so be it. Then so be it. But the thing is, man, when I look at you, I look at a man who desperately wants to be a champion. You've had many chances. You've had many chances to reach the mountaintop, and you fell off the mountain. You fell off Mount Everest time and time again. You want to stamp your flag on top of that mountain. Elishon and that King and Queen of the Ring, CM Punk, you may call yourself the best in the world, but I'm the American Nightmare. And I will become king. Cody, you are Dusty's kid, and I know that. I underestimated you in the Royal Rumble. But Cody, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I told you last week, when you've earned that right to face me, I told you I'm not going to lose again to Dusty's kid, and that is the truth. I respect you. I respect you, Cody. You are definitely one of the best to ever do it. But I am the freaking best in the world. And it's not just me saying it. It's all of these people that say it. All these people in Knoxville say I am the best in the world. And at King and Queen of the Ring, Cody, I will prove to you that I am the best in the world. So may the best man win. May the best man win, yeah. Look at that. Great show of respect by Punk and Rhodes. Yeah, clearly these two want to have a clean, fair fight. Want to have a clean and fair fight at the King and Queen of the Ring tournament final. It's going to be awesome. These two are going to put on an absolute show. How are you, Sean? These two are going to put on a show. And there you see her. Kairi saying the women's world champion. I'm doing alright. Is here and she's going to defend her women's world championship. She issued out an open challenge and Mandy Rose accepted. It'll be Mandy Rose and Kairi Sane tonight. 24 views on your rant. And that's not a lot, but I got 3 likes, so clearly people agree. Great rant. You spoke the truth. Of course I did. I always try to speak the truth. Mandy. I always try to speak the truth. Oh man, it's God's greatest creation, Mandy Rose. Calm down, Graves, you're married. The following contest is set for one fall, and is for the Women's World Championship. Making her way to the ring, Mandy Rose. Well, Mandy Rose, when Kairi last week issued out the open challenge, Mandy said she actually accepted it, but it got pushed to tonight instead of last week. Can you imagine? You're right, people aren't blaming Triple H, they are blaming Road Dogg. Apparently he's the head of creative for SmackDown. Well, of course they're not going to blame Triple H. As I said, they'll rather blame anyone other than Triple H because they don't want to hold him accountable. Because he's Papa H. He's Papa H to them. Papa H can do no wrong to them. They'd rather blame anyone else for the company's failure other than the guy at the top. And introducing next, she is the Women's World Champion, Kairi Sane. And listen to this reaction for Kairi Sane as she makes her way to the ring. Yeah, Kairi, as we mentioned last week, put out the open challenge. Mandy Rose accepted it. And that's why these two are having their match tonight. Mandy Rose was brought over to Monday Night Raw via a trade. It was her, Kyle Fletcher, and Tegan Knox were traded here to Monday Night Raw in exchange for Doomsday Decay being Karrion Kross, Kevin Dangerfield and Scarlett. I have to say, Daniel Bryan made a great choice because, man, bringing Mandy Rose to Monday Night Raw was the best decision he could have ever made. And I know you're happy about it, Graves. Of course I am. I love seeing Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose, a former NXT Women's Champion, had the third longest reign with that championship. Yeah, she's in the top 5 longest reigns as NXT Women's Champion. And here we go, Kairi and Mandy Rose one-on-one here on Raw to start things off. It's going to be a jam-packed night here tonight here on Monday Night Raw. The new AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions are here tonight. Skip Jarko and Cassie Lewis. They will defend their gold against United States Champion Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. Yeah, Ethan Page and Chelsea made the challenge to them on SmackDown last Friday, and they were more than happy to accept. And our huge main event, the Bloodline, Roman and the Usos meet the Vision in six-man tag team action. I'm just more shocked no one has tried to come and defend Triple H for my rant. But you know what? That's probably for the better. That's probably for the better. They probably should just keep their mouths shut. Because it's only going to make them look even worse. Oh, Mandy. Mandy now in control. That Women's World Championship would look tremendous around the waist of Mandy Rose. I truly believe that title will look absolutely gorgeous around the waist of the Golden Goddess. So I'm pretty sure that's Mandy's goal, to win the Women's World Championship. Kyrie. Well, that's everybody's goal, to become the champion. Everyone's goal, is to be the girl, to be the champion. And now Mandy just ramming her knee into Kyrie's chest. Top rope, big splash on Kyrie to win the Women's World Championship, and Kyrie kicks out. Mandy Rose in control. Oh, Mandy had something planned, but Kyrie blocked. Kyrie blocked it, and now Kyrie sends Mandy into the corner. Sliding D. There's the sliding D. Mandy Rose now in big trouble. Starting to walk the plank, and look at this. And now the anchor. Now the anchor locked in, and Mandy getting free of that. Mandy getting free of the anchor. Oh, and a clothesline. And Mandy building momentum now. And Mandy now starting to pick up the pace. Knee into the gut. And now Kyrie in a world of hurt now. Mandy Rose has brought the momentum back into her corner. And a kick out by Kyrie. Kyrie managing to get the shoulders up. And now Mandy's starting to feel it. Mandy Rose now starting to feel it. Looking for the Rose Gold. The Golden Rose. Oh! Kyrie went for a crossbody, but Mandy was able to have it well scouted. Oh, and Rose plants Kyrie to win the Women's World Championship, and a kick out. Hey, Armin, to win the championship. And now Kyrie saying in trouble. And there it is, the bed of roses, the Rose Gold to win the Women's World Championship. And Kyrie at it too. Mandy Rose can't believe it. Oh, he's being blamed for the SmackDown creative. And Kyrie with an elbow strike to the face. And now, insane elbow to Rose. And Kyrie retains. No, the only person you should be blaming for SmackDown's bad booking is Triple H. He's the only one we should be blaming. Not Road Dogg, not Cody Rhodes, not anybody else. Big win for Kairi Sane here tonight. Yeah, Kairi Sane retaining the Women's World Championship, making a statement against Mandy Rose. And oh, what the from behind! Patricia Ryan! Patricia Ryan from behind! Just from the Vision, just jumped the Women's World Champion. Look at this! Patricia Ryan of the Vision jumping the Women's World Champion. And oh, and a vicious knee strike. That vicious knee tremor. Embrace the Vision! Patricia Ryan. Look at this. Patricia Ryan now. And Patricia Ryan. And oh, bull hammer. Boom. The bull hammer to Kairi. Becky. You can hear the WWE Universe chanting for Becky Lynch. And now the Patricia stretch locked in on the Women's World Champion. Patricia Ryan was told to make a statement. Seth Rollins told her she's got a mission and she's got to make a statement. And what a way to make a statement. Taking out the Women's World Champion. Well, that's one way to make a statement, and that is to take out the Women's World Champion. Patricia Ryan making a statement here tonight, here on Raw. Embrace the Vision! Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, L.A. Knight. LA tonight, coming up, you're about to take on Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the man who has been a thorn in your side as of late. He is the reason you did not make it far in the King of the Ring tournament, and you also prevented Aleister Black from making it to the finals. Well, first of all, Jackie, let me talk to you. You know, the House of Judgment have been running their mouths for the last several weeks. You know, Aleister and Dom and their little blonde bimbo, I can't remember her name. You know, they've been running their mouths about me, saying that, especially Dirty Dom. You know, little dirtbag Dom thinks he's better than the megastar. Nah, he ain't better than the megastar. You know, the only thing that Dirty Dom is good at is changing girlfriends. You know, he goes from Rhea Ripley. He then goes from Liv Morgan, then to Roxanne, then to Julia. Is that her name? Julia? Yeah, Julia Hart. This man just changes girlfriends every single time. That's the only thing Dirty Dom is good at, is switching girlfriends because he can't seem to keep one. You want to know why he can't keep a girlfriend, Jackie? Because he's a dirty, rotten scumbag. And so tonight, the megastar is going to drop Dirty Dom with a BFT me with everybody saying L.A. Knight. Yeah. Now hit my music. L.A. Knight. Wow. The megastar speaking facts as always. Listen to this reaction for L.A. Knight. The following contest is set for one fall, making his way to the ring, L.A. Knight. Well, L.A. Knight looking for some revenge and retribution as he takes on Dirty Dom of the House of Judgment. Also, it sounds like LA Knight might be in the doghouse because he held up a sign that said that a fan side said, "We want LA Knight, not Jey Uso," and LA Knight held up that sign and showed it. So I don't think Triple H was happy about that. I don't think Triple H would have been happy with that sign. And his opponent, representing the House of Judgment, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Well, here's the thing, Dirty Dom has been, as what Jackie said, has been a thorn in LA Knight's side as of late, because remember, he cost LA Knight the chance to make it far in the King of the Ring tournament when he lost to Aleister Black, and then LA Knight attacked Dominic to stop him from helping Aleister beat Cody Rhodes. Well, here's the thing, Dominic Mysterio is just doing what any man would do, and that is help out his ally in Aleister Black. This guy is an absolute scumbag. And here we go, Dominic Mysterio and LA Knight one-on-one. Dirty Dom and LA Knight one-on-one here on Monday Night Raw. And look at this now, into a quick roll-up and a kick out. I like to know what is WWE's obsession is with double champions. Well, because a certain lady from Boston, a certain girl from Boston who wrestles in a company called AEW has 12. And so a certain CEO from another company has 12 titles. And so WWE now thinks it's perfectly fine to have one wrestler with multiple titles. I've said this many times, like, fans don't like it when one company does something, but when another company does it, it's perfectly fine for them to do it. Like, you can't say it's bad for one company to have one wrestler hold multiple titles, but then be okay with another company having wrestler hold multiple titles. It just makes you a fickle hypocrite. "2025 has been the year of double champions. I swear to God, man." LA Knight with a neck breaker. Cover. LA Knight now with a right hand. And now Dominic, crossbody. Dominic with a crossbody, taking down the Megastar. And now the Megastar in trouble. And there's a Michinoku driver covered by Mysterio. And LA Knight gets the shoulders up. Come on, LA. Oh. Look at this. Oh, an LA Knight. Shades of Indy Harwell with that Pretty Savage. Oh, and there's the elbow. BFT. And LA Knight gets the win. Here is your winner, LA Knight. And the Megastar picks up the win over Dirty Dom Mysterio. Bittersweet revenge for LA Knight here tonight to get some payback on Dominic Mysterio. LA Knight with a springboard elbow, a little bit of a shout out to the women's champion Indy Harwell, and then the Megastar elbow, and then a kick to the gut, and then Dirty Dom gets his blunt force trauma. Come in. Oh, great. Are you serious, Daniel? Me and Nikki are going to defend our titles at King and Queen of the Ring against Isabel and Zelina? That has to be a joke, right? No, it's not a joke, wife. I mean, Zelina and Isabel have deserved it. They've beaten you guys multiple times. Actually, Isabel didn't beat me. Yeah, I've lost both times, Daniel. I don't remember Zelina or Isabel beating Nikki. That doesn't matter. One of you have lost, and Brie, that's been you, twice. And besides, I think Isabel and Zelina have earned and deserved that opportunity. Please, they don't deserve anything. We are the best damn tag team on this roster. We're the World Tag Team Champions for a reason, Daniel. Yeah, I'm your wife, and she's your sister-in-law. You should be protecting us. You should be looking after us, Daniel. You may be my wife, and you may be my sister-in-law, but I'm not going to show favoritism not to my family. I show favoritism to no one, not even my family. It's done. It's official. You two will, in fact, defend your titles this Sunday against Isabel and Zelina, whether you like it or not. Fine. Have it your way, husband. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the next match, we want to take a look at this video package of Raw's newest acquisition. Her time is now. My name is Mina. Shirakawa! And Mina time is now! Mina is now a part of Monday Night Raw! Mina is Raw now! And everybody on Raw better be careful, because Mina's time is going to start. That Women's World Championship is coming around my waist. I would say what happened on SmackDown last night is worse than Brock's return. Everybody better be ready for Mina Shirakawa! Oh man, I'm so excited. Mina Shirakawa coming to Monday Night Raw. Well, Daniel Bryan definitely played his role into convincing Mina to sign a Raw contract. And here comes a woman with a big opportunity coming her way this Sunday. This following contest is set for one fall, making her way to the ring. From Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai. Well, Dakota Kai several weeks ago pinned the shoulders of Nia Jax, the Netflix champion, and earned herself an opportunity at the championship. And Nia and Dakota will clash for the Netflix title at the PLE this Sunday. But Dakota Kai takes on Christina. Oh, Christina, oh, Christina, she's so hot, oh, Christina, show your abs, dun, 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 and her opponent being accompanied by the TNA World Champion, Christina. People said that with Randy Orton and it didn't happen. Well, Cortez is going to defend his TNA World title this coming Saturday at TNA's next big show against Mike Satana. Yeah, Cortez has got his big title match coming up for the TNA title. He'll be defending against Mike Satana with the TNA World title on the line. And here we go, Christina and Dakota Kai one-on-one here. This match came about due to Christina kind of mocking Dakota Kai, pretty much saying it's kind of hilarious how Dakota Kai thinks she can win the Netflix championship from Nia Jax. Well, hey, Dakota Kai has proven she can beat Nia. She did it. She did it on Raw. She was able to pin her a few weeks ago on Raw. So Dakota has every right to be confident. Hey, Isabel. And Dakota Kai now building momentum. Oh! I'm doing alright, Isabel. Dakota Kai in full control of Christina, but Christina battles back. And a big knee into the corner now. And now a clothesline. And a kick out. Well, Christina has been wanting TV time for quite some time. She's been wanting more opportunities. She and Cortez have kind of been focusing a lot on TNA, mainly due to Cortez being the TNA World Champion. Well, this coming Saturday at TNA's next big event, Cortez. That's fine, Isabel. You don't have to apologize. Oh, look at this now. Now Dakota Kai. And now into a submission. And now into a submission. You only missed like 2. You missed LA Knight winning against Dominic. Oh, and a big clothesline. You know, Christina, I feel like she doesn't get the appreciation she deserves. Oh, and Dakota added to. I don't think Christina gets the appreciation she deserves. She's a former NXT Women's Champion. And yes, I know not many people may remember it, but she is a former NXT Women's Champion. She knows what it means to be she's very talented. She's got the abs. She's got the looks. She's got everything you want in a WWE superstar. And she doesn't get the appreciation she deserves much nowadays. Oh, and a big blockbuster taking down Dakota Kai. And now into the cover. Now Christina going up. And now Christina going up to the top rope. Looking for Christina's way. And that could be it. And Dakota manages to hold on again. Oh! Oh, look out! GTK! Oh! Oh, man! She didn't go for the pin because the referee was distracted. The computer didn't go for the pin because, referee was busy with something else. And look at this. And now Dakota Kai with the big kick into the corner. And now Dakota. Oh, man. Big old face wash into the corner. A big old face wash into the corner. The TNA World Champion watching on as looks like he might be getting a little bit concerned, maybe. Maybe he's getting a little bit worried that his wife is starting to fall back a little bit. And now Dakota. Oh man, Dakota takes down Christina. Cover again on Christina for the win and a kick out. And look at this. And the chiropractor. And there's the chiropractor. Dakota gets the win. Dakota Kai gets the win. Here is your winner, Dakota Kai. Sorry for my mini rant. The fact Alexa has to sell and carry Lash Legends is absolutely pathetic. I get it, man. Like, Lash Legends not even that great. You know, fans put her on this pedestal as if like she's supposed. Like, fans put her on this pedestal as if she's really good. I'm like, I don't see it. Dakota Kai with the win. And Nia Jax from behind. The Netflix champion from behind, attacking Dakota Kai. And look at this. Nia Jax obviously not jumping Dakota from behind, going up. Look at this, looking for the Annihilator. Oh, Dakota avoided it. Oh, no. Dakota avoided it. Dakota avoided the Annihilator. Look at this. Oh, my God. Dakota has Nia up and has the GTK to the Netflix champion. Nia Jax tried to attack Dakota from behind, but Dakota able to lay out the champion. Dakota taking out the champion, letting her know she's coming for her title this Sunday. Well, ladies and gentlemen, making his Monday Night Raw debut, he goes by the name of the Protostar, and his name is Kyle Fletcher. I am the Protostar. You can call me Kyle Fletcher. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! You know, I've been known as a tag team wrestler for too long. Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis, the Aussie Open. One of the best Australian tag teams in all of Australia. But now I am now a free man, a singles competitor. And now I will do whatever I want. It's time for me to become the star that I know I can be. I am a Protostar, and I will become singles champion. A new home on Monday Night Raw is the fresh start that I needed. So everybody better be ready. For the Protostar. I am excited for the Protostar Kyle Fletcher to be a part of Raw. Again, we mentioned it earlier with Mandy Rose. He alongside Tegan Knox and Mandy Rose were traded to Raw in exchange for Karrion Kross, Kevin Dangerfield, and Scarlett, now known as the Doomsday Decay, as of last Friday on SmackDown. Yes, Dakota Kai is a face. Shinsuke Nakamura getting a great ovation from the fans as he prepares to take on the debuting Kyle Fletcher. Well, Kyle Fletcher has been on Raw before when he was in a tag team with Mark Davis, but now as a singles competitor, that's a different story. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 234 pounds, the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher. You know, this young man has got all the tools to have a big success. Do you feel like Dakota didn't get a chance as a face since she got released? Of course she didn't get much of a chance as a face. They did that whole promo package about her wanting to finally prove she can be a single star, and what do they do with her several months later after that? They can her. Triple H makes all the decisions. He decides who gets released, who stays, and yet he rehired people like Dakota, Tegan, Emma, Braun, and he let them all go. I know people always love to say Nick Khan and TKO make those choices, but really, I really think Triple H makes those decisions. I think he decides who goes. Because think about it, if it was TKO and Nick Khan who made those decisions, if you think about it this way, if TKO and Nick Khan make those decisions, why would Nick Khan release R-Truth but then bring the guy back? Why would he bring the guy back even though he was the one that said, yeah, we're going to get rid of him? I truly think it was Triple H who didn't want R-Truth anymore, and Nick Khan was the one that said, nah, look, man, we got to bring him back. We got to bring him back. The backlash is outrageous. We can't... and all that. Nick Khan was the one that brought R-Truth back. So I truly believe Triple H is the one that decides who gets released. Vince decided who got released, and everyone got mad when Vince would release talent. But whenever Triple H releases talent, for some reason it's Nick Khan's fault or TKO's fault. Like, again, it's like what I told you before. The fans refuse to blame Triple H for anything. They refuse to hold him accountable for anything because he is Papa H to everybody. He is Papa H to them. You're not allowed to besmirch the name of Triple H. You're not allowed to besmirch the name of Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Blame him for anything, you're not a real wrestling fan. Complain about anything he does, you're not a real wrestling fan. Besmirch his name, you're not a real wrestling fan. Hunter himself has called us fans fake because we complain about his product. We're not real wrestling fans because we don't sit there and enjoy it. We don't cater to him. And he tells us to shut up and just enjoy it. So yes, I truly think Triple H was the one that let Dakota Kai go, because he gave up on her. And look at this. Oh, man. Kyle Fletcher taking down Shinsuke. Looking for a big win here in his Raw debut and a kick out. And now Nakamura. Oh, man. Looking to put Kyle Fletcher away. Shinsuke Nakamura looking to score the win here. Where is Nakamura going? You know, that's a really good question. I have no idea. Well, I don't know what that was. Oh, and Kyle with the brainbuster. And Fletcher with a successful Raw debut. That was so weird. He goes out of the ring, comes back in, and then he gets beat. Weird. Well, I have no idea what Shinsuke Nakamura was trying to do there, but regardless, Kyle Fletcher picks up the win here in his Raw debut. A successful Raw debut as Kyle Fletcher. Who was the face? Shinsuke was. As Kyle Fletcher picks up the win. Let's take a look at a new film, 12 Rounds 4, with our very own Becky Lynch. Summer's a very weird cat. You know, I went out to see where she was, and I just find her sleeping on one of the chairs, like at the dinner table, and I'm just like, you're a weird cat. Sometimes she'll sleep under your bed, sometimes she'll sleep on your bed, sometimes she'll sleep on the couch, sometimes she'll even sleep on the stand that has our shoes. Yes, my cat will sometimes sleep on a stand that has our shoes, and Summer likes to sleep on clothes and get them very, very hairy. She's a strange cat. She's a strange cat. Becky, 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 Becky. What an amazing trailer that was. Maybe one day you'll find her sleeping on your PS4. She's done that before. She has done that before. She has done that before. No joke, she has done that before. What an amazing trailer. That's why she is the man. That's why Becky Lynch is the man. But now it's time for some tag team action. The Twisted Queens set for tag team action. The following contest is a tag match set for a fall. Making their way to the ring, the team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. The Twisted Queens. Oh, that is the new name they're going by. Well, Alexa can't really call herself a goddess anymore, can she? Definitely not. She has slept on my PS4 before. Whenever it's really cold. I think they retain on Monday since Kyrie and stood tall on SmackDown. Maybe. You never know, man. They could still have Rhea and Io get involved. Triple H loves title changes. He loves doing title changes when they really shouldn't be happening. Fusion! Ha! 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 Dilemma! Here we go! Dilemma! Here we go! Wow, some new music here for Taylor and Emma. Maybe Summer will be found sleeping on your parents' car. My old cat used to do that. And their opponents, the team of Taylor Jones and Emma Bailey. Bit of a new look for Taylor Jones. And a bit of a new look for Taylor Jones here tonight as well. And Taylor and Emma wanted to compete against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte before in last week. Yep, new gear for Taylor. Taylor and Emma getting the match they wanted to have last week. Well, remember, they wanted to compete against Bliss and Flair. They wanted to show what they are capable of. You know, Taylor and Emma have been craving for an opportunity for a while in the women's tag division. They had been missing quite a few shows. They wanted to get on TV and get featured more, and no better way to do it. Taylor and Emma. Oh, former women's tag team champions in NXT and on the main roster. Yeah, they were the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions before losing them to Liv Morgan and Raquel. And a little bit of a fun fact is that at the time they won the NXT Tag Team titles in NXT, they were not fan favorites. You know, you're very used to Taylor Jones and Emma Bailey as fan favorites, but during their time in NXT, they were not fan favorites. I remember that time period. Oh! I remember that time period. And Alexa has to kick at it too. You know, Alexa and Charlotte have been on quite a bit of a roll as a team as of late. They've been on quite the roll as a team, defeating the likes of Chelsea Green and Sasha Banks when they were a team, and even last week knocking off Ashley Johnson and Jesse Woods. Yeah, Taylor and Emma looked at this match as an honor and an opportunity against Charlotte and Alexa. This women's tag team division here on Raw is really stacked, and you feel like the Bella Twins are doing everything in their power to try and make sure they don't compete with a lot of the teams in the division. And there's a side effect on Charlotte Flair. What makes you think that the Bella Twins are afraid of all the competition they have here on Raw? The reason why there is competition in this division is because of them. It is because of the Bella Twins there is competition in this division. Oh, and a side effect by Jones. Oh. Well, think of their reaction when they found out they were defending their titles against Zelina Vega and Isabel at the pay-per-view this Sunday. They weren't really happy about it. Oh, went for the Bogan drop. Oh, and a spear. Went for the Bogan drop and Charlotte countered it into a spear. That's why Charlotte is the queen. And now Charlotte was thinking figure eight. Aussie! Oh, look at that. Nice tag team chemistry there. Oh, Taylor had something planned here. Taylor was thinking something big there, but Flair was able to avoid it. Oh! Now Charlotte Flair taking the beat down here at the hands of Taylor and Emma. Taylor and Emma are doing their best here to wear down the Twisted Queens, keeping Charlotte Flair away from her corner. Oh, and Charlotte with a boot. And Charlotte with the boot. And Charlotte now able to make the tag. And here comes Alexa Bliss. And now the Twisted Bliss heads into the ring. She is in fact something twisted. Oh, see you later, Taylor. Oh, big super kick. See you later. Yeah, see you later, Taylor. Big super kick. Charlotte gets knocked off the apron, and now Emma has Bliss. Oh, Italian driver. Oh my God, a new variant. Oh, and Charlotte breaks it up. Wow, that was new. Oh, that was a new move. Well, that's like an updated version, I guess you could say, of the Italian driver. Knees right to the face. I think Alexa Bliss was expecting that. Well, look at this now. Now an inside cradle. And now Emma Bailey in trouble. Looking for the insult to injury, but Emma Bailey able to roll over. Yeah, Emma Bailey able to avoid it, and now look at this. Oh, Emma Bailey with some strikes. Emma with innovated strikes, and now Alexa Bliss being worked on, and Alexa Bliss now rolling out to the outside, and Taylor Jones. And Taylor diving through the ropes. Not giving Alexa any breathing room. You know, you gotta give Emma and Taylor credit. They're doing a lot right here against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Absolutely. Now Charlotte's been taken out. Tag made, and now Emma and Taylor. Boom! Big move there. That could be it. That could be it. Oh, and Alexa kicks out. Oh man, that was close. That was very close. Alexa Bliss just managed to hold on. That maneuver is their finishing move. But Alexa Bliss able to survive it. And now Alexa Bliss has Emma Bailey right where she wants her. And now into the corner. And now Taylor. Oh! And now Taylor and Charlotte brawling on the outside. And now the fight is on the outside. And there's the twist it, and there's the insult to injury. And Taylor making the save. And look at this. Oh, man! And Sister Abigail. Hey, Sister Abigail, say goodnight. Yeah, say goodnight, Taylor. And... oh, man! What a move! What a move on Bliss. That could be it. Oh, and a kick out again. Oh, how close was that? What a tag team matchup this has been. Yeah, this has been an incredible tag team match. This is exactly what you would expect from two amazing teams. And now Charlotte. Oh, man! And Charlotte now all fired up. And now Charlotte, oh, with a dropping the knee down on Jones. Oh, and there's the win. And there's the win. Bliss and Flair get the win. A natural selection puts Taylor Jones away. What an incredible match. Wow, what a great tag team matchup that was. Show of respect here being shown there by Taylor and Emma to Charlotte and Alexa. Great show of respect shown here. And oh, fumble! Oh my God! Shida and Uzani from behind just jumped Jones and Emma and Bliss and Charlotte. The Empress Empire looking to make their statement known. Oh man! You said the tag team division's heating up, but now the Empress Empire making their presence known. I know you said Charlotte has never beaten Nia, but Cole said during their match they're 2-2 against each other. Well, I don't really remember I guess I don't remember the times Charlotte beat Nia, because every time I've seen them wrestle, I've always seen Nia win. I guess I just don't remember the times they won. And now Uzani, look at this, and now Uzani, my God, just woman handled Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is like an ant compared to Uzani. And now Shida with the katana to Flair. The Empress Empire laying everybody out. And then Julia with the knee to Taylor. The Empress Empire laying everybody out. And Sakai taken out. Emma Bailey. The Empress Empire, all four members laying everybody out. We run this division! The Empress Empire laying everybody out, letting them know that this division is still ran by the Empress Empire. Well, I guess it's now 3-2 because Nia technically is up 3 wins. So technically it'd be 3-2 now, since Nia would be up 3 wins. Okay, I should mention something here real quick before this match, and it is related to this championship. You cannot set a mixed tag, like a male and a woman. You cannot set them as champions, which is annoying. So, yeah, I couldn't put the titles on the champions, who are Jocko and Cassie here. So I couldn't just put the titles on them. It would default to Waller and Jocko holding them. So yeah, you have to do it this way, unfortunately. Little bit annoying, but I guess I get it, because this is the first time we can actually have male and females holding titles, I guess. But hopefully that's something they can fix in 2K26, that when you have a mixed gender team and a mixed gender belt, you can have males and females. You can just set the titles on them, which is a little bit frustrating, but which is a little bit annoying. But just pretend Jocko and Skip Jocko and Cassie Lewis are the champions, even though the title's technically vacated. But just pretend they're the champions. Ba 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 ego. The following contest is an intergender match and is for the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, he is the United States Champion, All Ego, Ethan Page. Well, Ethan Page will be looking to become a double champion. And how awesome would that be? Not really awesome. Pledge your allegiance to Chelsea Green. Of course it would be awesome, Cole. Don't lie. And you know what else would be awesome? This woman as a champion. Oh, Lord. I'm a hot mess. And his tag team partner. Pledge your allegiance to Chelsea Green. Oh, Chelsea and Ethan interrupted Jocko and Cassie Lewis, of their celebration of winning the mixed tag team titles, and they said Canada is better than Australia and all that other stuff, and that's kind of what has led to this. Chelsea Green and Ethan Page wanted to win those titles. Jocko and Cassie said they come to Raw just to show Ethan Page and Chelsea Green that they are the real dominant couple. Aussie Icons! Let's go! Aussie Icons! Skip Jocko! Aussie Icons! Grayson Waller! Aussie Icons! Cassie Lewis! Aussie Icons! That's who we are! Na, 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 na. Let's go! You see the future right in front of your eyes. We are the town from land down under. And their opponents, they are the AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions, Skip Jocko and Cassie Lewis. We're from down under all day. You're looking at the future all day, 'cause that's who we are. We're from the land down under. You know, doesn't it feel just right that Cassie Lewis is finally a champion. It just feels so damn right to see this woman finally a champion. The last time she was a champion was when she was the television champion. I believe that was all the way back in season 7 or 8. It's definitely been a while. It just feels right to see these two finally with some gold. What do you mean? Jocko's a former tag team champion with Waller. He's been champion for a while. But you know damn well what I mean. Now I know that's not what the titles look like. I actually have seen a photo of what they look like. And yeah, you can't do that in the game. Like, one of them's blue and one of them's red. And I'm like, yeah, well, you can't do that in the game, obviously. You can't make one of them red and the other one blue. So that's like the closest you can probably get to it to being a slightly accurate. You know, Ethan Page is the definition of all ego, but can you just imagine his ego if he now has 2 championships? Ethan Page and Chelsea Green would make great champions. Well, as you talked about, Grays, it finally feels good to see Cassie Lewis as a champion. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm torn. I love both of these teams. I love both of these teams. I think both of them are awesome. Ethan Page, the United States champion. I have seen fans want 2K to stop making wrestling games because they pander to last gen consoles. Well, they gotta be fair. They can't just be all like, sorry last gen gamers, we can't make games for you anymore. You gotta, the next time, sorry guys, you're gonna have to buy a PS5. Like, literally, I got a few complaints. You know that video I did about Nikki Bella and Goldberg being PS5 exclusives? I had a few people complain. I had a few comments of people complaining that I was complaining about it. Some of them were like, oh, just be grateful that you're still able to play the games. Some of them were like, just be grateful you can still play the game. And I'm like, what does that have anything to do with my comments about the PS4 version not giving us Nikki Bella and Goldberg? Like, you say they pander to last gen console players. If they did, they would also allow Goldberg and Nikki Bella to be playable in the PS4 version. But no, they're only on the PS5 version. And now time for the tag team champ, and now the mixed tag team champions now, gaining momentum. And now the momentum is shifting as Cassie Lewis turns her full attention towards Chelsea Green. Tag made, and here comes Skip Jocko. And Jocko now, look at this. And Jocko, and Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green with a super kick. Showing no signs of fear of Skip Jocko. And now Ethan Page, the United States champion, who will be defending his title this Sunday against Evan Bourne. King and Queen of the Ring will be coming. To St. Louis, Missouri, to win the gold, and a kick out. Jocko and Lewis celebrating their championship victory, and it could already be coming to an end here on Raw. Well, here's the thing. They said they came to Raw because they want to show why they are the best. And besides, Ethan Page and Chelsea Green wanted the match. They challenged them for the titles. And that's what I mean, Cole. That's what I mean, Cole. They were the ones that made the challenge, and the champions were more than happy to accept. Rough Green. And there's the Rough Green, or the Rough Rider, as it was originally called. And Chelsea now looking for the unprettier, looking to try and make Cassie pledge her allegiance, but Cassie takes down Chelsea. Oh, and now look at this. And now Paige and Jocko. And now Paige and Jocko going at it on the outside. And now look at Cassie. Look at Cassie here now. Has the arm of Chelsea Green. And now Chelsea Green now in trouble. And now Cassie Lewis has Green. Tasmanian kick. And down goes Chelsea. Cover. The Aussie Icons remain the AAA Mixed Tag Champs. That's who we are. Here are your winners and still AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions, Skip Jocko and Cassie Lewis. And it feels good for Cassie Lewis to finally be a champion. Yeah, I know it feels good for Cassie Lewis to be a champion. The Tasmanian kick taking down Chelsea Green. And the Aussie Icons remain the champions. That's right, we're the Aussie Icons. Australia's better than Canada. Burn it down! Dun, 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 dun. We're back live here on Raw, and here comes the leader of the Vision, Seth Rollins. While Randy and Seth Rollins are going to have a face-to-face confrontation right before their clash at the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view. Burn it down! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the leader of the Vision, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins alongside his Oracle, Paul Heyman. As he prepares to go face to face with the champion Randy Orton before their clash at the pay-per-view. Knoxville, Tennessee. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth. Come on, guys, you know what you're supposed to do. I say Seth, and you say freaking Rollins. Let's do that again. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. OTC, OTC, OTC. Look, 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 you're not making this easier. CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. RKO, RKO, RKO. Alright, enough! Terrible husband. Terrible husband. Terrible husband. I am no terrible husband. Randy Orton, this Sunday you and I are going to clash for the WWE Championship. And I am going to rip that championship from you. Because if I'm going to be honest, nobody wants to see the Viper champion anymore. We need someone who can carry the future on its back as their champion. A guy like me. A guy named Seth Rollins. RKO, RKO, RKO. You see, Mr. Orton, you have a great legacy in WWE. Your father, Cowboy Bob Orton, he was a legendary man, and not even he became a world champion. You see, Randy, you were gifted. You were gifted the ability as a third generation superstar. And that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you special, because you are the only person from the Orton family to really ever call yourself a world champion. I hear voices in my head. Oh, here comes the champ. They talk to me. Well, here comes the champ. Randy Orton. Paul, do me a favor and keep my family's name out of your mouth. You know, you want to talk about families. You know, you want to talk about families. And let's talk about Seth being a total dick to his wife. You know, man, what kind of husband do you think you are, man? Stomping your wife the way you did? With vicious and malice? And then allowing Bronson Reed to squish her like a bug? What kind of man does that? You said it yourself, man. You said it yourself. Your daughter was crying over what happened, right? How does your daughter feel knowing that you were the one that put your daughter's mom in a hospital bed? My beautiful daughter Rox has nothing to do with any of this. I gave Becky many chances to make the right decision, and she chose to pander to these morons instead of doing the right thing for the future of our family and the future of the vision. What future is this vision? You know, you're taking young, rising, promising talent like Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Nathan Frazier, and Patricia Ryan, and what kind of vision are you trying to say? You're trying to say that these 4 people are the future of this industry? You know what you remind me of? You remind me of the time when Triple H handpicked you as the undisputed future of professional wrestling. You know, you're trying to start something. You're trying to create your own evolution. You're trying to create something that you will never be. And that is something you will never be, and that is another Triple H. Oh, Randy, you don't realize that Triple H is the only reason you've made it this far in your professional wrestling career, Randy. You do realize if it wasn't for Triple H not picking you over Mark Jindrak, you wouldn't have made it very far. Don't you know that? Didn't you know that, Randy? That somebody else was primed for your role instead of you? So you should be thankful for the career that Triple H gave you, and I am thankful for the career that he gave me when he called me the undisputed future, and I lived up to it. And I lived up to it, and I am helping Braun, I'm helping Nathan, I'm helping Bronson, and I'm helping Patricia, because I know they are the future of this industry. Fans will be talking about them for generations after we retire, Randy. You know, and so should you. You should be thankful. You know, you told me to be thankful for Triple H handpicking me for Evolution, but you should also be thankful, because what if he picked Moxley over you? Or Roman? Oh. Remember that plan B? Remember that plan B, Seth? What if that was Moxley or Roman Reigns? Oh. Randy. You know, Seth. Randy, do you love your wife and children? Oh. Because I know your neck and back issues. I can break you, Randy. I can send you back to your wife, Kimberly. And I can send you back to your children in a wheelchair. Oh. I can send them back. I can send you back to them and permanently retire you, and you will be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. Seth, unlike you, I would never RKO my wife. And speaking of RKOs, oh, look out! Oh, an RKO to Rollins! The Viper strikes on the Visionary! Seth was not expecting that! RKO, RKO, RKO. No, no, no! I'm just an oracle! I'm just an oracle! I'll spare you, Paul. I'll see you this Sunday, Seth. Wow. Randy Orton laying out Seth Rollins. Randy Orton sending a message. And look at this, and here comes Bronson Reed, Nathan, and Patricia, and Randy Orton escapes. Randy Orton escaping through the crowd as the Vision. Come on, get back in here. Well, the Vision have entered. The Vision have entered in the arena. Have entered in the ring. They've got a match to get ready for. Yeah, they've got a match to get ready for. They're in the main event against the Bloodline. Usos! Dun, 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 dun. Down since day one-ish, down since day one-ish, we've been down since day one-ish. Say, line them all up, knock them down like this. Yeah, it's all me now, Oos. I was born a king. Bring the back. The following is a 6-man tag team match. Making their way to the ring, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. And Seth Rollins out here at ringside as Paul Heyman and Patricia Ryan. I'm going to make Randy pay. As Patricia and Paul Heyman trying to get Seth back to his senses. Randy Orton really surprised Rollins with that Randy really surprised Rollins with that RKO. But here comes the OTC. And their opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 275 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns. Remember, it was Roman last week who made this challenge to Breakker, Reed, and Frazier. He made this challenge to them last week to have a 6-man tag team matchup after they pulled off a big win over the Usos last week. Jay Uso obviously has not been feeling himself as of late. He's been down on his luck. He's been taking a lot of losses, and he's been taking his frustrations out on his brother Jimmy on multiple occasions. And he also shoved Roman Reigns last week as if like he wanted nothing to do with him after he saved him and Jimmy. Well, clearly there's a lot wrong with Jey Uso right now. His head is not in the right space. That's really all I can really say. His head is not in the right spot right now, and hopefully Jey can get his head out of whatever is going on with him, and they can focus on the task at hand here. There we go. Jimmy Uso starting things off here with Bron Breakker. Rollins, Patricia Ryan, and Paul Heyman all at ringside, and Seth Rollins obviously very fuming mad over what happened earlier with Randy Orton surprising him with an RKO. You know, I'm very curious to why Patricia attacked Kairi Sane at the start of the show. We saw Kairi Sane defeat Mandy Rose, and then Patricia Ryan would assault her after the match. Well, remember what Seth told her? To make a statement, to go out there and make a statement. That is one way to do it. Go after the top dog on Monday Night Raw. Oh. And now Jimmy Uso being assaulted here as Bronson Reed the Vision right now on top. Yeah, Bronson Reed, the former WWE champion. And Jimmy and Jey Uso. What are you doing, man? Let me handle it. Hey, what are you guys doing? And Jey Uso just tagged himself in. Jey Uso just tagged himself in, and Jimmy didn't really appreciate it. And Roman trying to keep his two cousins under control. Under control. Well, Jey Uso, as we've said, his head is not in the right space right now. He wants to get back into the world title scene. And look at this now. Braun Breaker now. Oh! Bronson Reed interrupting the yeet punches on Braun Breaker. Yeah, Braun Breaker was trying to assault Jay, and now Nathan Frazier getting tagged in, the student of Seth Rollins. And Nathan Frazier is the student of Seth Rollins. Patricia Ryan is Nathan Frazier's girlfriend. And now Jay, top rope, diving headbutt. Jay with a diving headbutt. And a kick out. And Jay tags in Roman Reigns. Jay tags Roman Reigns. And now Nathan Frazier makes the tag. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns going face to face. Oh, this is what the fans want to see. They want to see this face off. The big dog in the OTC. Well, that's what Braun Breaker calls himself, the big dog of Monday nights. The dogs are barking here in Knoxville. And look at Braun Breaker, Michinoku driver to the OTC. That's it, get him! Seth Rollins barking orders. You can hear him barking orders on the outside. Well, he is the leader, and the leader should always make the decisions. And now Braun Breaker in control of Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns being worked on here by the Vision. And there's the tag, and here comes Jimmy Uso, and here comes Bronson Reed. You know, when it comes to the Vision, they have been very, very dominant. They have been very dominant. Nathan Frazier, as we mentioned, he apologized to Braun Breaker for inadvertently costing him the King of the Ring tournament, and he told him, look, man, it's all good, but just stay out of my way next time. Yeah, and Seth Rollins has said he's been disappointed in Bronson Reed. You know, Bronson Reed has been failing a little bit for the Vision, but Bronson Reed, will be looking to make up to Seth Rollins here tonight. Big slam here by Jimmy, and a kick out. Well, think about what Nathan Frazier did. Nathan Frazier, a few weeks ago, he beat his old partner, Axiom, and not only that, he would proceed to rip his mask off in the process, and we haven't seen or heard of Axiom since. And Jimmy just getting crushed, and Jey Uso saving it, and Jey Uso saving his brother. And look at this. Oh man! And Roman comes in, and Roman comes in with a spear. Roman comes in with a spear. There's Bronson Reed now. And Bronson Reed now in deep trouble. And now the Bloodline bringing the advantage back, and Bron Breakker saving things now. Bronson Reed is now in big trouble. Come on, Bronson! Come on! Patricia and Seth Rollins, you can hear them barking on the outside. And now Reed looking to make the tag, and he does. Yeah, Reed makes the tag, and here comes Bron Breakker, the powerhouse, the son of WWE Hall of Famer Rick Steiner. Oh, big super kick. Tag made, and now here comes Jay. And there's the yeet punches. Jay Uso now getting pushed back again by Bron Breakker. Being pushed back a little bit by Bron Breakker. And now Jay starting to fire back a little bit. Main event, Jay Uso starting to fire up. Oh! And tag made. And it's Bronson Reed back in. Nathan Fraser being ignored. Poor old Nathan. Oh, DDT. And look at this now, and oh, and a big neck breaker on the outside. And Jay Uso with a neck breaker on the outside, and now Jay trying to get Bronson Reed back into the ring. Oh! And look at this now. Now here comes Roman. Referee had a count of 8, and look at that. Oh, yeet. And the yeet punches do some damage to Bronson Reed there. They do some pretty well. They did some pretty nice damage, and now Reed in trouble again. And now Reed in trouble, and now the OTC gets tagged back in. Roman Reigns, the OTC, tagged in once again. And now tag made, and now here comes Nathan Fraser. The young upstart Nathan Fraser. Nathan Fraser's got a big future ahead of him. The student of Seth Rollins. Oh! I truly believe, under the guidance of Seth Rollins, Nathan Fraser, not just Nathan Fraser, but Patricia Ryan will have a bright future ahead of them. Now, don't get me wrong, they are the future of WWE. And now Roman Reigns! Superman punch to Fraser! Fraser in trouble! Oh! And Bronson Reed now making the save. And now Roman Reigns looking for the spear. Oh, and Nathan Fraser! Nathan Fraser blocks the spear. Oh, see you later, Jimmy. Oh, and now Reed being taken out. And look at and now look at Fraser. Fraser with a beautiful move. Fraser with a beautiful move. Roman Reigns is down. Roman Reigns is down, and now he's in big trouble. Bron Breakker now. And now Bron Breakker now coming in, looking to try and pick up the pieces. And chaos ensued momentarily. Yeah, chaos ensued momentarily. And now Roman Reigns looking for the spear again. And now Roman looking for that spear again, and Jay Uso again. What are you doing? Jay Uso again. What is Jay thinking? I have no idea, but Jey Uso once again would tag himself in defiantly. This is very un-Jey Uso-like. Well, it's very un-Jey Uso-like for sure. And now look at this, trying to take advantage. Oh. Now Jay trying to get out of the situation he's found himself in. And Braun Breaker now looking to take advantage. And Braun Breaker now looking to take advantage. Oh! And now Breaker wrestling down Jay. Oh! And now look at Breaker. Breaker pulling the straps down. Oh, you know, pulling the straps down. And here we go. And now look at this. Now Brawl breaking out on the outside. Another Brawl breaking out. And now another Brawl breaking out. And Breaker. And now Breaker sees his opportunity. And Breaker now looks to seize his opportunity here. And now Jay trying to fight out of the corner. Oh, and there's the neck breaker. And there's the neck breaker. And now Jimmy Uso. Oh no! Oh my God! And Jimmy Uso went to super kick Fraser, and he inadvertently kicked Jay. Oh no! Inadvertent contact, and Breaker taken out, and Breaker taking advantage. Breaker taking advantage of the miscommunication, and the Vision get the win. Yes, let you know. And also this salvation. Here are your winners: Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Nathan Frazier, the Vision. And Seth Rollins likes what he sees. And Seth Rollins and Patricia and Paul Heyman on the outside happy. Jimmy Uso came in, went to super kick Fraser, and went to super kick Breaker, and then Breaker ducked, and Jimmy's super kick, bam, would hit Jay in the face. Inadvertent contact by Jimmy Uso, and that would allow Breaker to take advantage, and boom, hit the big dog spear to get the win and pin Jey Uso. The Vision once again standing tall, showing their dominance. Sorry man, I didn't mean to. What the hell was that, Uso? I didn't mean to. Sorry, Uso, I didn't mean to. Why'd you kick me in the face for, Uso? It was accidental. Hey! Hey, what the hell are the two of you doing? You're arguing like kids? Come on, stop arguing! And Roman Reigns trying to calm down his cousins. Jay, it was inadvertent. He didn't mean to. Whatever, Roos, whatever. Did Jay just say whatever to Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso leaving through the crowd? Jey Uso again continuing to have his frustrations. Jay's frustrations is really hitting a new level, but the Vision stand tall here tonight on Raw. Thank you all for joining us. Can the bloodline regroup? We'll see you guys for King and Queen of the Ring.